Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Maui Dynasty where we are in Season 3. We are 2-1. We are actually ranked at the moment. We lost the first game of the season to NC State, where we have won a couple in the meantime. And now we're going to go into Game 4 and then 5 and 6. First game up is going to be the number 1 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. They have a great team. They have a good O-line. They have a couple of really good corners. They have a couple of linebackers, got running back, a tight end, and yeah, just a bunch of really good O-line talent overall. They have a quarterback named Nathan Snelling. He's a freshman out of Washington, D.C., former 4-star player, 6'2", 205, with pretty good elusiveness, honestly. He's not the most accurate quarterback ever, but good enough. Solid arm and solid speed and acceleration as well, so he can run a little bit. Their running back is Chauncey Carpenter, an 88 overall, 5'11", 200 pounds, out of Pennsylvania. Very good elusive back with decent pass catching ability, I guess. A little bit of power as well, and good enough athleticism. Their top receiver is Josiah Brown. This is actually one of the weaker parts on the team. 83 overall is their best receiver. Not a great route runner, but good hands and a very good elusiveness, paired with great speed and acceleration. So definitely somebody to watch out for, while not being the guy that you have to be most afraid of just separating on every single route. Jerry Cross is their top receiving threat, however. He's a tight end, and he has decent catching ratings. The route runnings are not really there. He has okay athleticism, I guess. It's nothing great here. 78 speed is actually pretty slow. So definitely the skill players are kind of lacking a little bit, but they do have a great O-line across the board. No weaknesses there. They are missing their top edge rusher here. They are going to have a good defensive tackle still in the game. 85 overall, 6'4", 285 or something, with 91 finesse moves and 82 power moves. He's a really good pass rusher. Very solid. The run stopping is lagging a little bit behind. That 71 block shot doesn't look great, but great athlete. And then their top linebacker is Tony Rojas, 6'2", 225 out of Fairfax, Virginia. Former 4-star recruit with very good run stopping ability. He also has great awareness and play rec. The pass rushing is definitely more than good for a coverage linebacker or a run stopping linebacker, but the coverage is 73 zone coverage is just not great. Their best corner, Elliot Washington, he looks really good. 5'11", 193 out of Venice. He has 92 man coverage, some 80 press. The 72 zone coverage is actually really worrisome, but he's a very good athlete and he can make up some speed. The thing is, we also have some great speed at receiver, so maybe the speed might not be enough if you're going to face somebody like George Smith. Jaden Bellamy is the other corner. He also looks really good. Very good man coverage, even better press, 89 catching. But he, on the other hand, is also a great zone cover corner with height 80 zone coverage, 91 speed, 95 acceleration. Bellamy looks really good. The safety duo doesn't look quite as strong, but the corners look really good for Penn State. And I guess we'll see this number 1 ranked Penn State team, what they can do. Don't necessarily expect a win here for Maui because we're just not on the same level. But I guess we're gonna try our best, and we'll see where this is gonna go. There is honestly no real weaknesses on this Penn State team. The offense looks great. They do not have a great receiving core, so our corners definitely are the better unit on that side, but that's about it. The O-line is great. The running game should be great. They have a pretty solid quarterback, and I guess we'll see what happens. Trips to the right for Penn State to start out with, and right there, that's Jerry Cross. It was the tight end. with the first good reception, and they're up to the 36. Now 3rd and 9, 4-man pressure, and it's going to get there. That's going to be a sack, and it's Sione Folau with, which I think is his first sack ever in his career, playing a little bit here in the wake of an injury. 1st and 10 now after the sack. They had to punt it away, so 1st and 10 now for Maui. And that one's caught on the angle route. That's Whitehurst on the catch, the running back. 1st and 10 from the 49 now. And Edward Hirsch has a man open over the middle. And that one is JJ Easy. And that is a very easy completion. 20 yards up the middle there on the in route. Turns it upfield and gets a few extra. And Edward Hirsch is now at 6,000 passing yards. 1st down and 10, and Hirsch is going to motion out his only running back. And he's going to throw it again to the in route, and that's going to be Terry Carter this time, who also has a 1st down catch with a little running room there after the catch. Nice play. Edward Hirsch is going to throw the RPO bubble, but Whitehurst breaks a tackle and then turns upfield and gets the 1st down. What a play. 10 yards on the RPO bubble. And now it's 1st and goal from the 7 as Hirsch is going to throw it over the middle. And the catch is made as Roger Ramirez, and touchdown Maui. Surfers are on the board first. And they take a 7-0 lead as Penn State, the number 1 ranked team in the country, is suddenly down. They go back on offense, trips to the right, and that's a nice rushing lane up the middle there. And Hemby gets about 10 yards. Or 9, I guess. 2nd and 1, and they have a split backfield here, and they are gonna throw it over the middle, and the catch is made. Nice play at 13 yards gain for Saunders. 1st down and 10, and there you go with a read option, and Maui fell for it badly. Snelling gets a huge 1st down run for about 19 yards. 2nd and 10, and they go empty backfield. Trips to the right, twins to the left. And that one is caught as well, 10 yards to Hemby, the running back again. As Snelling moves the offense down the field now. Inside field goal range, split backfield. They motion out running back. Play action and intercepted. It's Nick Candelaria. And he does not have much room to return it. But Snelling throws a very bad pick. That one was all over. Before he threw it even. The coverage was very good, and he should have put a lot more air under it. As Maui offense is going to be back on the field, and George Smith has a nice catch for a 1st down there to start off the drive, and there is another one. And that's going to be a 16-yard gain for George Smith to move the chains into plus territory now, as Hirsch is going to throw it on the outside, and JJ Easy can't make the catch. 4th and 10 in no man's land, and they are gonna threaten to go for it. Somebody jumps and they just snap the ball. Free play, 1-on-1 down the sideline, and the catch is made. George Smith with an unreal catch at the sideline. Now obviously you're gonna decline this offsides penalty. They were definitely not gonna run the play, but somebody jumps offside, you're just gonna take the free play, move the chains if you can. And Smith separates at the last second, and look at this ball placement perfectly over their shoulder. Both feet in bounds. That one's good on Sundays. And now into the end zone. Touchdown Maui. It's the tight end Greg McHugh. And Maui takes a 14-0 lead. Penn State shocked at this revelation. They have to get it going on offense now. Nathan Snelling is going to throw it to the outside, and that was going to be a 5-yard loss. What a play for the Maui defense. 3rd and 14, and Snelling now. 4-man pressure. He is under pressure, but wide open on the corner route. That's going to be a 1st down. Moving the chains. 1st and 10 from the 34, and down goes the quarterback. Did not fall for the play action. That again is, I think that's Folau. Yes, he is. The native Hawaiian gets in there. Now 3rd and 10, and Snelling is going to be scrambling and intercepted. He throws it off balance, and he's going to be tackled by Snelling, but that's a huge pick for Jose Mangold with great coverage there, lurking underneath. You need to put more air under it, just like this. And this one's caught for a touchdown right off the bat. Maui goes for the end zone, and Smith has another score. Touchdown Maui, 21-0. What are you doing, Penn State? Throwing 2 picks, giving Maui great field position. And, well, I mean, that's cover 2. And if you have somebody with that kind of receiving ability, put it right over the top. What a throw for Edward Hirsch. 21-0, and Penn State needs to wake up here if they want to get something going. Nice play. That's Henby, the running back, with a nice 35-yard connection. 3rd and 6 now from the 46, and the pressure is coming in, and he goes down again. 3rd sack on Snelling. This time it's Phelps, and that's going to be a 4th and 14. That's going to end the drive right there. Penn State gives it back to Maui, and they start with a pretty solid field position, actually, after a horrible punt that had like a net yardage of like 7. But Penn State takes it back right away. Nice interception, threw it in double coverage there. Not the best decision by Edward Hirsch. And Penn State takes it away. They go with a play action shot now, and Snelling's just going to take off, get what he can, about 8 yards, up to midfield. Now it's 2nd and 6. And Snelling is in plus territory, and they are going to go with option, and that was the wrong call as Jerry Davis takes down the running back for a massive loss. 3rd and 10. Snelling needs to make a decision. He dumps it off, and that's going to be shy of the 6. 4th and 1. You need to go for it there. Man, Penn State, very conservative play calling. They punt it away, give the ball back to Maui, and Will Whitehurst has a very nice play set up. Great blocking on the outside by the receivers. And now 3rd and 8. And they're going to set up the slip screen, but nowhere to go. The ball falls incomplete. And they actually do have to punt it away this time. Penn State has about 2.5 minutes on the clock now to go have some points. And down the sideline against cover 2. What a play. That's a great completion. And perfect ball placement there. 3rd and 8. And nowhere to go. That's only a 4-yard gain. And timeout is taken. Penn State stays on offense, and they are going to go for it. And what are you doing, man? Wide open, 2 receivers, and one of them just knocks the ball down as if he was a DB. That's a turnover on downs, and there's still almost 2 minutes on the clock for Maui, so they are going to move the ball here. They're going to try their best to go get some more points even, and Hirsch is going to have an incompletion over the middle. 4th and 2, and they keep the offense on the field. They are aggressive, and they know they can make something happen as McHugh has a catch, and that's going to be a 13-yard gain, and that's the edge of field goal range. Now, a few more yards, and I think you can make a safe kick. 55 seconds on the clock as Hirsch is going to throw one-on-one down the field. It's caught by Smith. He's got another one. Penn State down by 28 at halftime. The number 1 ranked team in the country doesn't know what they're doing. And Maui's up by 28. 48 seconds left still, and Penn State has a chance here. And that is a very bad angle from Mangold. That one's going to go all the way. 10-5 touchdown. It's an 83-yard score for the Nittany Lions to finally put some points on the board. But there's still a half a minute left on the clock. And Hirsch, he goes down. That's a sack. Penn State defense finally showing up, and they actually do get the ball back. And have about 15 seconds on the clock. And one-on-one. That is caught down the field there. And Penn State takes a timeout. And they are going to kick a field goal and try to get some more points. That's going to be good. 3 points on the board, and Penn State finally has caught up on the lead a little bit, but they're still down by 3 scores. It's an 18-point game, and they have a lot more work to do in the second half. But yeah, those 2 interceptions by Snelling were absolutely horrible. And Maui is set to get the ball back for the 3rd quarter. And that is a huge completion as Smith finds a hole, 19 yards. And he's already up to 140 yards receiving today. 3rd and 10. And Hirsch is just going to throw it to the sideline. And that one's caught. A very good completion to Roger Ramirez. And they move the chains after all. Now from the opposing 47-yard line, Edward Hirsch is going to get dropped. Absolutely nowhere to go. And they are just gonna go run the vertical play as Hirsch is gonna throw it one-on-one down the sideline. It's caught by Smith. 3rd and 20 is converted. 46-yard connection as George Smith is going down to try and get the 200 yards receiving, and they go get the touchdown. Maui is up 35-10 as Penn State. I don't know what they are doing. They are just not there at all on defense. They do have a good defense, but apparently their top edge rusher is missing on an injury, and you can't see that. So we're just gonna go jump to the end of the game because there was no way they were ever gonna come back. Played a few backups at the end of the game, but Edward Hirsch had 6 touchdowns in this game. That is ridiculous. 433 passing yards, almost 70% completion percentage. Man, Snelling, he threw the game away. Those 2 interceptions, if he hadn't thrown it, if those 2 were actually points on the board for Penn State, this game would have been a lot closer going into the 4th quarter. Whitehurst had a great day. I actually had a big rushing touchdown at the end there. 124 yards and a touchdown. But yeah, Penn State was absolutely no match for some reason. They had the one big touchdown there for Caden Saunders before halftime. But other than that, they were absolutely shut down in the first half. Crazy stuff. And Smith, in the end, did not get the 200 receiving yards, but close enough. 190 and 2 touchdowns. We had Roger Ramirez on 2 touchdowns. Carter had 51 yards. Even Greg McHugh got 2 touchdowns. The only one that didn't really get in on the scoring was JJ Easy. And then we had 2 sacks by Sione Folau, a 72 overall defensive tackle, suddenly showing up in the backfield. All our pressure was interior this time around. No sacks allowed by the tackles there. But yeah, those 2 picks, man, very critical mistake for Penn State. And yeah, that made the game 21-0, and it already was over by then because Penn State managed to score 17 points the rest of the way. So by then the game was already over, but we just kept running up the score, and we got an MWC Defensive Player of the Week here for Folau, the D tackle from Hawaii. And yeah, he's got 2 sacks in this game. Great game. And then we've got an Offensive Player of the Week for George Smith. 12 catches, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns. That'll do it. He had a great game, man. A bunch of vertical balls that were just completed because it was one-on-one balls, and he came down with it every time. And that is gonna put us up to number 16 on the top 25. And Penn State, I think they got dropped out entirely after that loss. And then we have even more great news. We got a commit here, Gregory Crouch, the tackle. 6'7", 295, a massive human being. He's a pass protector archetype. All his pass block ratings are in the 80s. The only concern on him is the strength. 77 strength is not great. But other than that, he's going to be good. Andrew Hart is a center that we committed. He's 6'1", 289, so very small and slim compared to most people at the O-line position. But he's also a very solid player. He has 89 strength. Don't know about the power ratings. Only know the agility ratings, but he looks very promising too. And we've got an edge rusher as well, Enrique Vermilio, 6'6", 266, a massive power rusher with 82 power moves, 85 strength, 86 acceleration, 83 speed. And even the tackling ratings are really good. 80 hit power even as an edge rusher. That is pretty special. Now in this next game, we are going to face the Rainbow Warriors from Hawaii. We had a very close game last year that went to overtimes, and we lost in the end by a two-point try. And yeah, but they won the division and the conference last year. They moved up to the Pac-12. Let's see what they can do. Their quarterback is Emmett Moorhead. So I don't know where Alejado went, but he's not the starting quarterback there anymore. Accuracy-wise, he looks pretty solid. He has a decent arm, but no excess athleticism to talk about. That's 76 speed is definitely not gonna get him many yards on the ground. Deshaun Bishop is the running back, and 5'10", 200 pounds. little bit slimmer probably than you want him to be at that size, but very solid, elusive back. Knows how to evade tacklers. The power is decent, but not great. 90 speed is okay, nothing crazy. They are actually missing their top receiver, Tylen Hines, with a broken collarbone. He's going to be out for 5 more weeks. So we're not going to see this dude. But we're instead going to see Alex Perry as the top receiver on this team. 6'5", 185. This kid is so massive, but so small. He's so tall, but so slim. That is kind of a crazy height-weight combination, but he's a solid pass catcher. His route runnings need a little work. 90 speed is, I guess, good enough. And yeah, they do not have a great O-line. That's just something that we need to address right now. They do not have a great O-line. They do have a couple decent players on the D-line, but other than that, I think we definitely have the better trenches. Lester Lacine Lagafuaina is their top edge rusher with 82 power moves, 73 finesse moves. The run stopping ability is lagging a little bit behind, but overall a decent edge rusher, I guess. And then they have a middle linebacker here in Jamie Addis. Very smart player. He's you know, the feeder general type, the play rec dude. Very good run stopping ability. The pass coverage 85. His 82 speed. This is a very solid linebacker. And then their top corner is Makana Meyer, 5'9", 190 out of Hawaii. Very good man coverage and press ability as well. 91 catching is really good. The zone coverage is not great. That's not good. And 89 speed is also nothing crazy. So definitely something to worry about for them. And then they have Robbie Marciano out of Kapolei, Hawaii. He's a freshman actually. And I actually had him on my recruiting board at one point. But he committed to Hawaii. He's a decent coverage dude with okay average speed, I guess, for a strong safety. But yeah, so far we have played Hawaii twice. We won the first matchup around. We absolutely beat them up. And we stopped them from winning the conference title that year. And then in the second year, when we actually had the better team, we lost to them. I think it was 48-46, an absolutely ridiculous score. And that enabled their conference titles. So yeah, this season is not going well for them. So far they have had only one game in conference. They are 0-1 there. But we're gonna see the Hawaii offense first, and Moorhead is almost gonna get sacked, and he does get it away on time. 21, that's actually 31 yards on the play into plus territory already. Now 3rd and 9 for Moorhead. We gotta get a few more yards, and he overthrows his target. Oh my god. They could have had some points there. They could have had a touchdown right there, but they don't get it. And they have to actually punt it away, and no points on the board. And we have George Smith on the field. This is gonna be an 80-yard touchdown. Maui up by 7 early. George Smith showing up the skills. This kid is unreal. He's getting behind defenses so frequently you can't believe it, honestly. 3rd and 5 now for Moorhead. There you go. Empty backfield, and that's gonna be a first down, and a lot more actually after that. They did not get him down to the ground at the sticks. So yeah, and now they're gonna go with a run there, snap it directly to the quarterback, and Liu is not gonna get it. So that's gonna be a 4th down, and they punt it away. So Maui gets the ball back, and Hirsch is gonna throw it over the middle, and that was almost intercepted. That should have been picked off by Carvalho. But instead, Maui punts it away. It's still 7-0, and Hawaii is going to get the ball back. And they actually do get a first down out of that play. Great play by Liu. Not by Liu. Liu is the injured, the running back, the injured player. But yeah, great news for Hawaii there. They do get a first down, and they get 9 yards on this first down. So now it's going to be 2nd and inches as Moorhead is gonna hand it off. No, that's a play action, or a read option, I mean. And he gets the first down with his legs. I actually can't believe it. He looks so slow, but Maui was too late to see it. And now they're gonna throw it out there on the bubble. That's gonna be a 9-yard gain. Goes to the sticks, 3rd and inches, turns into 1st and 10. And Moorhead is gonna have a 5-man pressure there, and he throws it to the back of the end zone, and that's intercepted. He waited too long, and Candelaria takes it away. His receiver was open, but he threw it too late because by then his receiver had already gone out of bounds. And Hirsch is gonna hand it off now after the pick, and Whitehurst is gonna have a nice first down run here. 2nd and 10 to start the second quarter. Over the middle, the catch is made by McHugh. What a play by the tight end. Very tough coverage. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Edward Hirsch has the clean pocket. He throws it to the end zone. Touchdown, Maui. It's 14-0. And Maui just marched down the field there. Absolutely demolishing this Hawaii defense. Ramirez with a great catch at the sideline there, at the front pylon, and now it's 14-0, and Hawaii really needs to wake up. Moorhead is going to have a play-action shot, and he is taken down. This is Kenneth Phelps in the backfield. Maui dominating on defense. This O-line for Hawaii just doesn't look great. 3rd and 17, and Moorhead is going to throw it one-on-one. It's intercepted. Candelaria again. He didn't have great coverage this time either, but again, underthrown ball. Should have been laid out a lot more in front of the receiver, and that's going to be taken away. Great field position for Maui now, as Hirsch is going to throw it up one-on-one. Touchdown, Smith. And he's got another one in the back of the end zone. Man, Smith looks unreal. He does drag his feet, keeps his feet in bounds there, and it's 21-0. And Hawaii needs to make some plays as Moorhead has a catch made over the middle there. That was still very tight coverage. Good play by Maui, even though they did not prevent the conversion. And now 3rd and 4. And Alex Perry, the top receiver, just drops the ball even though he was wide open. Pressure coming in on Hirsch after the punt, and that one's going to be dropped. Caravaggio, the second linebacker, takes down the quarterback, and Hirsch is going to throw the RPO bubble to Whitehurst here, and he runs away from the defense and fights ahead for 15 yards. And that 3rd and 1 gets converted easily after that. 1st and 10 now, and Hirsch has another one-on-one down the field, and this one's caught as well. It's a 58-yard touchdown. George Smith is behind the defense again, and this Hawaii secondary is getting torched. It's 28-0, and Maui's on a rampant here as Moorhead almost got taken down. Perry makes the catch over the middle. Unbelievable that he even got that away. But should have been sacked, man. 3 people didn't fall at all for the play action on that one. And now they have a great catch at the sideline by McLean Watkins. 3rd and 8 for Moorhead, and the blitz gets picked up one-on-one down the field, and the catch is made by Watkins. Great play. 1st and 10, and this is just outside the red zone, and now you're outside field goal range, man. That sack was horrible. What are you doing? Moorhead allows a massive sack. 4th and 24, and they go for a 56-yard field goal try, and they actually make it. Hawaii with a massive field goal. That doesn't anything at all because this is still a 4-score game. And now Hirsch is gonna throw it over the middle there, and that one would have been a massive hit. Definitely a hospital pass, and they have to punt it away. So Hawaii has a chance now to score some more points, but you need to score some points if you want to do that. Jerry Davis in the backfield takes down Moorhead. And this kid is just going in the wrong direction, and after that, they just run out the clock. It's 28-3. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, as George Smith has actually 165 receiving yards already and 3 touchdowns. 3rd and 12 after a couple unsuccessful runs. Hirsch is just gonna throw it one-on-one down the field again, and this is caught. Hawaii's defense in shambles again, and this is an 84-yard touchdown, putting Smith at almost 250 receiving yards to start the 3rd quarter. Unreal stuff here as Smith separates at the last second again, and I mean, you know where this is going, right? At the end, we just ran out the clock because Hawaii was just not able to do anything at all. we could just score at will, and we ran out the rest of the clock after that. George Smith has 6 catches for 257 yards and 4 touchdowns. They were not able to keep up with this receiving core, and you can see it in the numbers too, as Edward Hirsch had 5 touchdowns on the game, and Moorhead actually threw yet another pick after that, man. This Hawaii team looked absolutely horrible. As they should have gone with Alejado. I don't know where he is, but he was there, the quarterback last year. We couldn't sack him a single time. This time around, it was a little bit too easy to sack the quarterback there. We didn't really get it going on the ground that well, but in the second half, we ran it a bunch to just run out the clock. We didn't really pass it much to other players, honestly. Terry Carter had a few important conversions there. But overall, we just threw it up to George Smith a bunch, and he made the catches every single time. I think he had about 40 yards, more than 40 yards per completion. That is absolutely ridiculous, as Hawaii was just not able to keep up with this high-scoring offense, and I'm actually kind of scared that they are going to relegate down again. We have the defensive stats for the Maui defense here. We didn't even have to tackle that much because we forced so many 3-and-outs or like quick punts and stuff. Jerry Davis was in the backfield twice. We had Kenneth Phelps for 1.5 sacks. We had one more. Nate Goodspeed even got in there. Candelaria with 2 picks in this game. The later one was then Daniel Madrid with another one. If you throw 0 touchdowns and 3 picks, you can't expect to even be in the game, man. No forced fumbles in this game, but 3 turnovers again for the Maui defense looks very solid. 2 sacks gets Jerry Davis the West Conference Player of the Week, and that is absolutely ridiculous, honestly. How is that possible that somebody with 2 sacks gets Player of the Week over somebody with 2 interceptions? Man. West Conference Player of the Week for the offense is obviously going to be George Smith with 4 receiving touchdowns, 257 yards. Man, that is honestly a stat line from a quarterback. Threw it for 250 yards and 4 touchdowns. That would even be a great stat line for a quarterback, man, but he did it at receiver. And that obviously also gets him National Offensive Player of the Week. Great performance by George Smith again. That kid is unreal. And I'm very glad we kept him around because he wanted to declare early to be a 6th round pick, and now he's going to be a 1st round pick. Now we get another commit here. This is going to be a guard, Demarius Sturgis, 93 strength. None of his ratings are really in the 80s except impact blocking, but the strength alone I think is going to make him a very good player. And then we've got to get some defenses here as well. We have Bruce Schluger. Out of Corona, California, 6'3", 297. He's going to be a defensive tackle for us. 88 strength, 81 power moves, and looks very solid. 83 tackling, 81 hit power as well. That is all great news. He's also a gem labeled player. And then we get a 5-star here in cornerback, Jamie Ham. Long Beach, California, 6'2", 198. He's a man-to-man cover corner with 98 speed, 90 acceleration, 85 press. Don't know about his zone coverage, which is actually something that scares me, but with 85 press right off the bat, he's gonna like destroy everybody. And then we are gonna have a 3rd game here in this episode against the number 14 ranked Oregon Ducks, who have a very good roster. Just like Penn State, I feel like Oregon is even better, man. They have a great trench play as well. They have a very good O-line. They have a solid D-line. They're quarterbacked by Austin Novosad, 6'3", 200 pounds, with very good accuracy. Everything's in the 90s. Throw power is 91. That is very solid as well. And it can get even better. And this kid is actually not a bad athlete. Well, I mean, I guess 76 speed is not great. Can move a little bit, I guess. The quarterback is very good. The running back, however, is not good at all. They are actually missing their lead back. So the top running back on the team is a 76 overall with okay power, okay elusiveness, and no speed. Don't expect him to do much today, honestly. This does not look like an Oregon running back. And then they're gonna not just miss their top running back, they're gonna miss their top receiver as well with a compound foot fracture. His season is basically done unless they get to the playoffs. Their top receiver is now Justice Lowe, 6'1", 180 out of Portland, Oregon. A former 3-star player with great elusiveness. He knows how to break some tackles after the catch. Very good short and medium route running. The deep route running not really there. The release is also not really there. The hands are actually very, very worrisome. This is their top receiver, man. And he has not great hands, and he's also not a great athlete. Jurian Dickey is their second best receiver now, former five-star player. Excuse me. With at least a little bit better route running, but definitely a lot better hands. So I'm gonna expect Dickey to do the most, or like the bulk of the workload, I guess. And then somebody that we know, their top tight end is actually a former Surfer. Manuel Duffield was our tight end in season 1, and then he transferred out. Didn't know that he did that. Go to Oregon, and man, this kid is just looks special. A very good tight end with great hands. And yeah, they have a great line, a great O-line. They do have a great D-line as well. 91 overall player here, Aiden Breland. 88 power moves, lots of strength. The run stopping ability is very good. 78 finesse moves is solid, I guess, and well, 85 acceleration for such a big player is actually pretty good as well. And then they've got another edge rusher here in Ashton Porter, 6'3", 265 with 89 block shedding, 89 strength, 91 power moves. That's somebody to be really scared about. So that's gonna be great for Oregon here with Ashton Porter. Now they are missing one of their top linebackers, who's actually an edge rusher. He's a power rusher archetype, but with a ruptured disc. So he's gonna miss a quarter of the season here with this injury still. So their top linebacker is Leati Pitoitua, and he's 6'2", 234. Blue chip player, honestly. Great pass coverage ability. The run stopping is very solid as well. The pass rush is decent enough, but this kid has 93 speed and 91 acceleration, man. This kid looks very dangerous. And then they've got a corner here in Roderick Pleasant, 5'9", 180. That's their top corner. Very small dude, but 86 man coverage, 84 press. Looks very good. 88 catching. That's even better. The zone coverage is very worrisome. 73 zone coverage is just, that's not enough, man. Every team runs at least 50 or 60% zone, and if you can't cover zone coverage, that's a big problem. But he has a lot of speed to make up for it, so not too shabby. Their number 2 corner is Dalen Austin with 84 man coverage, 90 press, 86 catching, 76 zone coverage. Again, not great. If they are running 60 to 80% man coverage, that's one thing, but usually no team does that. Obviously, we haven't played Oregon so far, but I feel like we're going to see them a lot more in the future, because I see the Maui Surfers maybe going to the conference championship game and maybe winning it and maybe moving on to the Pac-12. And then we're going to see Oregon every year, I'm assuming. Now, we're going to have a rain game here in Oregon. This is an away game, and it's very rainy, so I don't expect this to be a great matchup for us. We do not have the better trenches. We actually have a solid O-line, but it's not as good as theirs, or not as consistent as theirs, I guess. We do not have a great D-line, and they do. They have a couple of really good players on the D-line. And this is a rain game, and we are an air raid offense. And I don't know how Ramirez caught that one. That should have been knocked away, but for some reason Oregon was, oh yeah, no, I'll just let that ball pass. First down and 10, and they're going to motion out Whitehurst, and they're going to throw it to him on the bubble and turning it upfield. That's going to be a gain of 9. 3rd and 5, a few downs later, and Hirsch has the squibbly lines as he's going to throw it over the middle, and that should have been picked off. The pouring rain is probably going to have a lot of passes dropped today. 4th down and 5 in no man's land, and you know it. We're just going to go for it, as we can always rely on George Smith. This kid has the the natural ability. Like, this kid knows how to play in the rain as well. As Hirsch is going to throw it over the middle. Catch made. That's Greg McHugh, and he's diving for the pylon for some reason, even though he didn't need to at all. Touchdown Maui, and the crowd is silenced as Oregon now gets the ball with the score of 7-0, and they need to score some points, and that catch is made, and that's the good receiver, man. That's Dickey. That's the kid that I'm expecting to do great, as they're gonna throw it actually, and that one is caught at the sideline. What a play. First down Oregon, as Novosad has another completion. Now this is field goal range, and they are just gonna hand it off now, and that's gonna be a first down, 17 yards for Cordero there. 3rd and inches from the 5-yard line, and they're gonna throw it over the middle. Touchdown Oregon, and they tie up the game at 7 as the Ducks get into the end zone, and the crowd is up there again. Now let's see if Maui can respond. I expect this still, even with the rain, I still expect this to be a very high-scoring game. And Morris cuts it back to the right immediately after the handoff. He gets 13 yards on the play. 2nd and 10, and Hirsch is going to throw it over the middle, and that one's wide open for McHugh, the tight end. He's got the first down, and now we're in plus territory again. From the 31-yard line, we're going to motion out the running back. Throw it on the slant, caught by Smith. No, it actually dropped. Oh, he dropped it. Oh my God, Smith dropped it. 4th down and 5. They're going for it as one. This is no man's land, and we're not going to kick a field goal from the 31 in the rain, in opposing territory, or like in an away game. That's just not a good recipe for success. So George Smith gets about a 20-yarder, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. And Hirsch is going to throw it, and that one is dropped. Oh, Terry Carter needs to come down with that one, even though it was overthrown by a lot. And now they're going to run it, and Morris doesn't get there. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. 3rd and 5 from the 6 now for Oregon after a couple unsuccessful runs. And they are going to pass it to the outside and right at the feet of his target. They have to punt it away, and that's great field position from midfield now. 3rd and 10 for Hirsch. 1-on-1 down the field. It's caught again. George Smith with another catch, and he's got the first down at the 6-yard line. It's a 44-yard connection, and that's kind of on par with what he has been doing this season. Looks unreal, this kid. 2nd and goal, and Hirsch over the middle. Touchdown on the slant, and this time Smith gets the score, and Maui goes up and gets the lead again, 14-7, after they turned it over on 4th down there on the goal line the last time around. They could have a two-point game, two-score lead now, but yeah, instead it's 14-7, and Oregon gets the ball back, and that's actually a nice catch. Novosad on the money there again. 3rd and 4, Novosad over the middle, catches made. That's Dickey again with a nice conversion, and now it's 1st down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Novosad sets up the slipstream, and there is so much room on the outside, down to the 9-yard line. Is Jared Vaughn, the second, or I guess 3rd running back if you count the injury. 3rd and goal into the end zone, and he overthrows his target. That is going to be a field goal for Oregon, so it's now 10-14, and Hirsch is back on offense here as Morris gets the angle route, and that's going to be a first down. 3rd and 4. We're halfway through the second quarter, and Hirsch is going to have a lot of time to throw it, and he is going to run. This is going to be a massive gain as well. That's a 15-yarder for Edward Hirsch on his legs. 3rd and 3, and Hirsch is going to get it away, but he throws it at his receiver's feet. 4th down, and they are aggressive. They want to get the points. And Hirsch is going to throw it again over the middle, and it's incomplete again. Bad throw on the 3rd down, bad catch on the 4th down. That's going to be another turnover on downs, but instead the defense gets it right back on the midfield logo. This is Sergio Gonzalez, the number 1 corner on this team. He shows off why he's the best one. He ran the route for the receiver. Very dominant rep there. Don't know why they threw it at all. And this is Terry Carter into the end zone. Touchdown, 54 yards. Terry Carter. He's got the most speed on the team. Apart from players that are redshirted right now, because we have somebody with even more speed being redshirted right now. And yeah, Carter gets a massive touchdown there. It's a 2-score lead. And now down the field, it's caught. What a play. Casper with the catch at the sideline. Stepped out of bounds. He could have had a touchdown there. 1st and 10, Oregon over the middle. That one is also caught by Jurian Dickey. 3rd and 3, and this is going to be a throw to the outside. Almost sacked, man. The disengagement was pretty quick there on the D-line, but Novosad got it away quick enough. Now 1st and goal. There's 15 seconds on the clock, and they're going to have an RPO. Touchdown, Casper. And the Ducks cut into the lead. It's a 4-point game now. Maui has not enough time to make anything happen before halftime. And so they are actually still going to try it. 10 seconds on the clock. Hirsch is just going to throw it over the middle there. Smith with a nice catch down to the 38. They take a timeout. Maybe they want to try a shot for the end zone or something. But that didn't work out. In the end, it fell incomplete. So we're at halftime here. It's a 4-point game, but Oregon gets the ball after halftime. And they've got a conversion here. Actually, that's just 9 yards. I thought that was a better spot. But, yeah, they do convert. But a couple downs later, it's 3rd and 10, and Novosad has a massive throw lined up. Down the field, it's caught. Are you kidding me? 52 yards. And they're going to convert, and they're going to go hurry up. 2nd and 8, and they are going to run it down the middle. That's going to be a 1st down, 9 yards on the play for Vaughn. 3rd and goal for Novosad. Got to get the touchdown here. It's a 4-point game, and Novosad is going to run it himself into the end zone. What a dive. Gonzalez couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon. They take the lead. It's 24-21. But so far, Maui has been showing up. And they get the ball back with about 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to throw the RPO bubble. And that one's going to work out. What a juke move by Whitehurst. That's going to be a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. As Hirsch is going to have trips to the left. Now, actually, double twins on this set. And Whitehurst breaks a tackle. Falls ahead on that play. That's going to be a 1st down, about 12 yards on the play. But he is down with an injury. So he's going to leave for a snap, but then come back right back in, as we have a drop there by McHugh, and we're again in no man's land in the 40s. So we're going to go for it again this time, and Smith is going to make the catch as he wrestles it away from the defense. Going to get the 1st down. 3rd and 5. This is still what not field goal range. I do not consider this field goal range. And the zone blitz comes in, and that one is dropped by McHugh again. Another 3rd down drop by McHugh. We're going to go for it again. 4th and 5 from the 32-yard line. We're going to motion over the slot receiver, and then we're going to throw it. Very easy catch and run for George Smith. Tries to juke out the safety, but can't. Still a great 1st down. And we're going to be 2nd and 10 from the 15. 1-on-1, end zone, touchdown! What a throw by Edward Hirsch. And we take it and shove it down their throats, man. We just throw it up 1-on-1 in tight coverage. It doesn't matter. George Smith is still gonna haul it in. What a play. And this is gonna be a 28-24 lead now, as Oregon is gonna throw it to the outside, and the catch is made, as Candelaria can't prevent Lowe from making the catch. 3rd and 11. Novosad is gonna be pressured and sacked. This is Nate Goodspeed on his 1st proper sack, and he's gonna, yeah, he's a redshirt freshman. He was redshirted last year, and he has not played a game in the last season. He only played this season, and this is his 1st proper sack. And gonna get the punt, and Maui gets the ball back with great field position. They run it once, they run it twice. Whitehurst with another great run, and we're in the 4th quarter already now. 2nd and 10, and they're gonna throw it as Hirsch is gonna have the catch made. That's a nice play by Terry Carter. 1st and 10 from the 11, as Hirsch is gonna motion over, I think that's Carter, and he's gonna throw it to his tight end. That's McHugh. Touchdown. Even after a couple drops in the rain, he's gonna get the touchdown. He's a very reliable passing threat. And Maui is now up by 2 scores. It's an 11-point game, and Oregon really needs to get going here, as they're gonna toss this outside and nowhere to go. He hits the linebacker in the hole, and that's gonna be another punt. Maui gets the ball right back after a 3-and-out, and Whitehurst is gonna run it with 9 yards on the play. Now 2nd and inches from the 47. And Hirsch is going to throw it on the outside. The catch is made. Great out route by Greg McHugh. And now we're going to run down the play clock here. They're going to hand it off. Nowhere to go. That's Gerard Wentz on one of his first career carries. He's the 3rd running back on this team. 4th down. And we are just going to take the points here. This is going to be a field goal from pretty far away, but we did make it. So now it's a 14-point game, and Oregon needs to get 2 touchdowns. And 1-on-1 down the field. The safety comes over, and it's caught anyway. What are you talking about? Vaughn, the running back, with the catch down the field. They move the chains into the red zone, or close to the red zone, and now they run it on 3rd down. What are you doing, man? And we have an injury. Jerry Davis, the edge rusher, is now out, and they only gained 2 yards on that 3rd and 9 run. And now they have to pass it on 4th and 7. Ball falls incomplete as the pressure gets to him. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Maui, 38-24. They are up, and they're the kings of football right now, honestly. They are just playing so well. Edward Hirsch with another great game. Over 400 yards passing in this one, too. 5 touchdowns. Completion percentage not quite there, but it was a rain game, so that's quite understandable. But another 5 passing touchdowns, man. They can't stop this dude, apparently. As Jameel Morris has 44 yards, and Whitehurst has 42, even though Whitehurst has 7 more carries. We're not really able to run this football all that well in this game. It was just, I feel like this game, again, without George Smith, we would have lost, because we wouldn't stand a chance without this dude. Yeah, we actually did not stand a chance. Actually, we shut down their number 1 receiver, but they had 2 other receivers with 100-yard games, so that's not great news. And even the tight end Duffield got 69 yards, so the revenge game was actually pretty good for him. As Smith has another 11 catches, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns in this game. Unreal stuff. McHugh gets 2 touchdowns. Carter gets a touchdown as well. Roger Ramirez and JJ Easy, kind of the ones that didn't really get targeted much today. But yeah, it wasn't necessary. As long as Smith plays well, we are winning. And then Nate Goodspeed, he actually had 3 sacks in this game. Great performance by our other edge rusher. I feel like if he's gonna get a little bit better, man, maybe next year he can attack like a double-digit sack season or something. Because Jerry Davis is definitely gonna declare this year, so we're gonna lose him. And yeah, again, Oregon, they didn't really play that well. They had a couple of very costly plays where they went 3-and-outs and stuff when they should have tried to go score, and we go get the 2-score lead instead. Yeah, Goodspeed played so well, he even got him National Defensive Player of the Week. With 3 sacks, man, crazy good. This is very good news because we are very thin at edge rusher, and I hope we can fabricate an edge rush for next year, because when Jerry Davis leaves, we are gonna have a problem. Now, Offensive Player of the Week goes to Hirsch. He doesn't win anything on the national level, but we are now ranked number 13 as Penn State got back into the top 10. We beat them so badly. I think they fell out entirely after that loss, but I might be wrong. Maybe I just didn't see him. But Oregon now for sure is dropped from the rankings. They are not here in the rankings anymore after that loss. And yeah, that's gonna do it for the out of conference schedule. We are 5-1, and now we're gonna play 6 conference games, and then at the end, I hope we play in the conference championship game. That's gonna start next episode. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Maui Dynasty. See you in the next episode. Until then, have a great day.